Okay, so today I want to talk about TronPrime. This is going to be launching in less than 28 hours, and I want to just kind of give some of my thoughts. You kind of know the gist of my thoughts if you follow me already on LBRY. By the way, if you're not familiar with the LBRY platform, it's a decentralized version of YouTube. It's pretty awesome. If you're into LBRY, come check it out. Come follow me over there on LBRY. But I want to kind of give a little more thorough of an explanation for TronPrime because right now there's a lot of hype, a lot of people talking about it, a lot of people are excited about it. Here's the crazy thing. I'm actually very excited about the Frag ecosystem. The developer of Frag is creating TronPrime. And if you're familiar with Frag, the deflationary token, you've watched my videos. I posted a video not too long ago where I was talking about earning 1% a day on Frag. That's gone down substantially, and I think that's gone down primarily due to TronPrime. But I'm not worried about it. I really like the Frag token. I like a lot of the dApps, and I like the development on the Frag platform. And I'll put that video above if you want to go ahead and watch that video, and you can see exactly how I was using Frag to earn about 1% a day. And we'll probably earn 1% a day again in the future. But today we're going to be talking about TronPrime specifically. Now this doesn't have a whole lot to do with the Frag token other than it's going to help the Frag ecosystem because the developer, as you'll see, is using the funds for TronPrime to invest into Frag. So let's talk about what's going on. Let's by the way, shout out to Cryptotab for coming up with a great Medium article where he kind of laid out this very plainly about what TronPrime is. So the official website, of course, is tronprime.io. What is Prime? TronPrime is a DeFi dApp which simplifies, automates the process of playing Tron dApp games by bundling them into a game portfolio management system. This portfolio enables users to manage all the participating projects at once from a single platform. This bundle will launch with a primary focus on stable price dApps, but will expand over time to offer new subscriptions with dApps of various forms. Prime is designed to continually utilize TRX with minimal risk for limitless, passive, sustainable growth. So another way to look at this is it's basically like being able to use a dApp for mutual fund, if you will. It's like creating a mutual fund, a mutual fund of dApps is probably the best way of saying it. And the interface looks great, by the way. I mean, the interface looks phenomenal overall. It looks this gives me hope for the DeFi system in general. I just don't think this is the dApp for DeFi. Like, I don't love TronPrime, and I'll explain why in a moment. So how does TronPrime work? A new Prime user begins by depositing TRX on the platform, which in turn is automatically distributed and diversified into multiple dApps and game ecosystems on the Tron network. The automatic process is completed seamlessly by the Prime smart contract. Now, one good thing about this is I think this encourages other people to participate in the dApp space. People who already have Tron, who've been thinking about dApps, who've been watching them for a while. I mean, this is definitely going to encourage some users to be able to, it's a very user-friendly way to participate in the dApp space without having to worry about actually worrying, daily management, reinvestments, and that sort of thing. Once a user is ready to reinvest, withdraw, or cash out the Prime funds, the smart contract examines each of the platforms invested in the user's portfolio and manages the balances and dividends or earnings accordingly. Ultimately, Prime assembles multiple dApp projects into one via the platform clear and elegant website interface. So these are the breakdown going into the Frag ecosystem. This is what they're going to invest in first, which is great for the Frag platform. The price of Frag probably is going to go up unless there's a whole bunch of people who sell Frag for Tron to get into TronPrime. But the TronPrime, I haven't looked in a couple of days, but there was only about 300 people or so, 400 people, 300 and something, I think, 400 something. There wasn't compared to Frag, there wasn't a lot of people in TronPrime. So I don't know how many people will be selling their Frag tokens for TronPrime. So the first things he's going to go in is the TRX box Frag. Buy Frag. TRX box is basically a stable dApp. I think it's going to be 10% in, 10% out. If you're familiar with virtual deposit contract, it's just going to be a virtual deposit contract on Tron. And then there's going to be the buying into Frag and then frozen for energy. Okay, we got all that. Now, here's the thing that I don't care for right here, the fees. The diversification across multiple projects in the Prime bundle prompts user fees in various forms. The previously noted 10% entry and exit fees introduced into the Tron box section are single-time fees totaling 20% of the investment. At launch, deposits are also subject to a platform fee to support the development. The platform fee begins at 1% at launch and will steadily decrease over time until it reaches 0%. Withdrawals will not have a platform fee. So here's my understanding, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, it's going to be like this. You come into TronPrime or TronBox, whatever he's going to call it, and it's 10% in, 10% out. And then they're going to take that and put it into other dApps. And a lot of those dApps have fees as well, where you get diluted. They're very high risk. But let's just say that they go into another dApp like, I don't know, another virtual deposit contract. Well, if they go into another virtual deposit contract, it's going to be another 10% in, 10% out. And that's what I illustrated here. I basically showed how your $100 goes in, and if you immediately go into TronPrime and get everything invested and reinvest it, it's going to be, you're going to get back your $72. You're going to instantly lose almost 30% going in, going 10% here, 10%, 10% back out, 10% to fully withdraw out of the platform. And now this is assuming that TronPrime, the TronBox, goes into other virtual deposit contracts. And it may not. It may go into various gaming dApps and everything else. But I would argue that they're even more high risk in that case. And that some of those dApps are extremely high risk. And they're the most high risk to the largest players in the ecosystem. I would argue that if you're familiar with guppies on IOST, that they've run into some issues trying to find dApps that are big enough that they can get into. And the more people that are actually in TronPrime, and I think TronPrime is going to be bigger than guppies, the more people that are into TronPrime, the more challenging it is going to be able to find dApps that you can actually earn on or win on as a platform. And the reason is because most of these dApps dry up when the base of the players stop coming into the system. Stop coming into, whether it's a online gaming dApp in the form of like a casino, or whether it's a virtual deposit contract, either way. So my big concern with TronPrime really and truly is the fees. I mean, it's basically going to be 10% in, 10% out just to even participate in the platform. And for a DeFi dApp, when you're looking at decentralized finance, I don't understand. Oh, and then there's a 1% platform fee, which I didn't even include in here. And of course the platform fee eventually disappears. But I don't even understand why in a DeFi dApp, something that you want people to use, that you want to have some sort of mass adoption, why don't you have a fee closer to 3% in, 3% out, 2% in, 2% out, 1% in, 1% out even? I mean, I don't even understand why 10%. I mean, it's like the platform in and of itself is not the dApp at all. It's almost like TronPrime was created because the developer really felt like they kind of missed a boat on some of these other virtual deposit contracts, and maybe it was an excuse to create his own virtual deposit contract away from Frag. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm not saying anything negative about the developer. Overall, I like the project that he's created with Frag in general. I'm just not so certain about TronPrime. There's a lot of people talking about it. A lot of people are excited by it. And yeah, they have referral commissions, and I could promote it and earn referrals, but I'm not going to promote or talk about something positive just because it has a referral program. If I don't believe in it, I just don't know that I believe in it. And listen, I could be dead wrong. Maybe somehow this ends up being super amazing and the best thing that's hit the dApp system. I will admit it's one of the better looking interfaces by far. Like by far, the interface is super impressive. But I'm personally not going to be getting into TronPrime. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts on TronPrime? Are you excited about it? Are you looking forward to it? Have you never heard of it until today? Just let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Look forward to talking to you in the comment section.